All right, we are now live on 12ouncesportsnetwork.com, 12ouncesportsradio.com. Second show ever. I'm pretty happy. Let's get into it. Um, we have a full week of NFL under our belts now. 16 more weeks to go, and then postseason. I think that's what we'll be talking a lot about today. Other than that, Tim, how's college going? I know we've both been here for a month. I got a little bragging rights that I want to rub in your face a little bit about my college, but I know Penn State's still lit. How's it going?
College is going great, Ben. Thanks for asking. I think everyone around here is pretty ecstatic because we're all realizing that we are staying here, and we're probably getting football back. And I've actually heard that the announcement's supposed to be tonight, this Tuesday. So, if whether we're getting football back, and it's a very high chance. So,
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
ecstatic.
Of course, yeah, I've seen that too. Looks like Big Ten will be coming back. Hasn't been confirmed, but we've seen some leaks about it. It's been confirmed through ESPN and other sources as well. As what I was saying about bragging about my school, I know I'm at University of Miami. You're at Penn State. ACC. We've been back. We have 7 teams in the top 25 right now. We're ranked 17th, first time being ranked since 2018. Playing ranked.
That don't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit yet.
We will be playing another ranked team, Louisville, on Saturday because ESPN College Game Day. ESPN College Game Day is coming to Louisville, where we'll be playing away.
I don't know. Is Louisville that good though? I know it's kind of good, but
we're ranked 17. They're ranked 18. Top 25 matchup. College Game Day.
That just sounds like a couple of average teams playing each other.
The U is bad. The U is
yes,
bad.
It is. All right, All right. If we were to throw the Big Ten, and I don't even know. I don't even care about the conference.
De'Ara King, our quarterback, 17 straight games with a rushing and passing touchdown. I'm just going to say it. He's 5'11". He's like Russell Wilson. With the accuracy of Drew Brees.
It is interesting though because our two best players opted out. They just said fuck it.
Exactly. They want to go get
drafted. Micah Parsons and Freiermuth or whatever. Freiermuth.
They clearly aren't Penn State. They aren't. But I wanted to.
Fuck? What do you mean?
Well, it's all about we, but no, they're all about them. All right, but what I want to brag about. All right, we both went to college thinking we were both tied 57th ranked national universities. New U.S. News World Report comes out. Look, Tim, you single-handedly brought them down. You single-handedly brought Penn State down 6 places. And I brought Miami to a top 50 school because they're getting students like me.
Wait, what did we drop down to?
You dropped from 57 to 63. I rose from 57 to 49.
Bro.
Because they're getting students like you, and we're getting students like me down here.
Stats don't matter. It's all about the passion. All the other schools don't have that passion like Penn State does.
That passion, you're right.
I didn't even witness anything yet, but I know there's some.
There's
it's electrifying. It's like collecting all the Dragon Balls. That's the power you feel around here, okay?
That's the power you feel. All right. Well, with that, let's get into our high takes. Let's get into sports. Let's get talking about sports right now. So, any initial reactions? How are you feeling after that first week of NFL? My Sunday started off great, ended not so great, and then it rebounded a little bit towards Sunday Night Football. Of course, did the Cowboys get robbed a little bit? A little bit, but who cares? They're the Cowboys. Screw them.
Yeah, no one cares about the Cowboys.
So, do you have any matchup you want to start with? Just dive right into it.
I don't know. There's just one thing on my mind. How is the Washington football team the leader in our division out of all of us?
Something I'd never think I'd utter, but yes, the Washington football team, formerly known as the Redskins, they are in first place in the division. That's not even because of a tiebreaker. It's just because they have the best record. It's the week one. It's week one. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I think
I ain't either. It's just funny.
it's funny. But I'm gonna be real. You cannot. I think what we learned is you can't sleep on their front seven. They are disgusting, led by Ryan Kerrigan and Chase Young. I think he will and already is living up to the expectations of a number 2 draft pick.
Yeah, but you could definitely like our O line was what? Mailata, who doesn't ever fucking play.
Mailata,
I love him. I love him. Everyone loves him. But what?
Chase Young was coming off the left side though.
Think about it. You're missing who? We're missing 3 starters. We're missing 3 starters that game.
Brooks. O-line. Brooks. Johnson. And fucking
what's his name? Dillard. Dillard was gonna be a starter.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Dillard, of course. But I mean, I just think of Peters now as that starter. I just think of Peters. I wasn't. Yeah, but you are right. That's 3. Peters was supposed to be that right guard. Definitely not the ideal situation. I mean, who was it? Driscoll, and then what was the other bum's name on the right
Here's
side?
the thing, though. Driscoll was doing good. And as soon as Driscoll kind of got hurt, they were kind of falling apart.
I know.
Because Driscoll went in for something.
Of course. I mean, with this Eagles-Washington game, I mean, it really was. I mean, if you've been following sports any week, you've already heard every sports commentator say, I mean, it's really the tale of 2 halves. I mean, you look at Wentz. First half, second half. First half, he was 14 for 22, 64% completion, 182 yards for 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. That first interception, 100% Wentz. He's thrown to a rookie receiver in Rager. He, it was a lob. It was a lob. That was a cup. He was throwing a muffin. All right, that thing waved. It didn't waver. It had a spiral on, but it was a lob. It was soft. And what did he expect? Rager, a short, speedy guy, to get over the defender? That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, would you put that one on Wentz?
Dude, I don't know. Like, Wentz does some dope shit sometimes, but a lot of times he just tries to do the same thing. Like, there was one time he was literally in the pocket, right? Got pressured. Okay, duck back. Okay, he was good. He looks 3 players in front of him. He decides to duck again. Like, why not just throw the ball? He needs to know when to throw the ball. And accurately.
I mean, he needs to get it out of his hands. I think, we see a continued issue with ball security. I mean, since he has the most fumbles of any player since week 1 of last season, I think he was totaling 18, which is simply unacceptable. And, I would say last season he's still a young guy. He's not a young guy anymore. He's 27. He's out of his rookie deal. He's making $32 million. I mean, it's simply unacceptable. I still think the talent-wise, 100%, he's a top 3, top 4 talent in the league right now in terms of quarterback, but he doesn't quarterback. He has talent, but he's not quarterbacking. I think that's my issue with him. I'm back to this O-line. I think that, do you think if Jason Peters didn't mull over this new contract to get paid more, that the O-line could have been a more coherent, or not coherent, but really a more cohesive unit in terms of like working together. I mean, O-line chemistry is a real big part of their success, and I feel like if he just kind of went with his initial contract that he got this offseason, they would have had a whole 10 days to practice with the O-line that they went in the game with. I think that, what do you think about that?
Dude, I think he's a good player. I'm going to put my best player out on the field.
I will say, I'm thankful that they brought him back. I wanted him at the right guard. I wanted Dillard. I mean, of course, no one wants the injuries, but it is what it is. I think it was simply ridiculous that he wanted a new contract to move over to left tackle. Julio Jones doesn't complain when they put him on safety down in Atlanta. I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
I get it.
Are you just saying this man's making a business decision?
He's making a business decision. This guy always gets hurt.
He does, and that's why I think it's ridiculous. I mean, he got paid like an extra $1 million in guarantees, and then his contract can be worth double of what it already was. I just think that that's kind of doesn't make much sense.
I mean, I don't like it, but it's a good business by him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I will say though, like, I there were some good takeaways out of this game from the Eagles, of course. I mean, they spread the ball out. That's something Wentz hasn't done in a long while. They got Deshaun involved. They got a 55-yard reception from Rager. Ertz and Goddard both got involved. I mean, they both had a touchdown.
Dude, Goddard was looking really good.
Yeah,
I've always loved Goddard.
I know. I like him too. He eclipsed 100 yards, which was something really big. I think Ertz coming into a contract year, I'm really concerned. I want both of them. The Eagles thrive in this 12 personnel play action kind of RPO kind of style. But Ertz had a pretty crucial drop this game. I mean, he dropped a pass on 4th and 3rd on the Eagles 42, and it really iced the game. I mean, not the Redskins, but the Washington football team, they went down and scored after that in the fourth quarter, putting up 27-17, and I think that kind of, I don't want to put the game on Ertz, but like, he kind of needs to step up there.
Yeah, no, you're right about that, but I don't know. I feel like, when does Sanders come back, dude?
I mean, Sanders and Johnson should be returning this week, and I think that's huge for Wentz. I mean, you're not going to – I think –
Bro, the amount of times – if Sanders was in that game, the amount of times he would dump it to Sanders to go on a run would be crazy.
I know.
But he didn't. He had fucking Boston Scott. I wouldn't want to give it to Boston Scott. If I was Wentz, I'd do my weird little magic stuff and try to throw it.
I know, and part of that –
and that's why we had 9 sacks.
8 sacks. I think that – yeah, of course, a running back would have helped with blocking too. I mean, these all right. The O-line and running backs, they were like Obama's immigration plan. Just let everyone through. Just let everyone through. All right, that's how they played. They were like that's how they played, man. All right. So here's my takeaways. Injuries already decimating the Eagles.
Yeah, it always does.
Wentz holds ball too long. Ball security remains an issue. I don't know. Put 2 hands on the ball. He holds it with 1 hand. Put 2 hands on the ball. I could do that. All right. But here's what I will say. Eagles spread the ball well. I like that moving forward. That's going to be good in sustaining a successful offense. Sorry about that weird stutter right there. And John Hightower needs work. He had, I think, 3 targets, minus 2 yards. I had more yards for the Eagles than he did on Sunday.
Honestly, dude.
He's 6'4" or some shit. He's a big guy.
He's not 6'4".
He's big. He's big.
Hightower is not 6'4". Or am I thinking of a different one?
I think
Hightower is pretty short, right?
Nah. I think you're thinking of Quez Watkins. But let me double check on this. But no, Hightower is he's a big guy. John Hightower is 6'2". He's 6'2", not 6'4".
Okay, 6'2".
It's a difference, but that's still a big receiver. That's a big receiver out of Boise State. And then I think what we see is,
his throws are pretty.
Let's check this out. So, do we want to say Haskins is a little bit responsible for this, or are we still sticking with Haskins sucks?
Oh, Haskins, he blows, dude.
I think so too, but I feel like the Eagles' defense was the secondary was playing all right, and Malik Jackson had a good game. Fletcher Cox, I wanted to see a little more dominance from him. I mean, I want to say he's the second best DT, second to Aaron Donald, but where's the dominance? That's what I don't understand.
Here's the thing, what makes me mad about Philly sports is they don't know how to control games. Then they can get leads, but they don't know how to control games. Like, the Eagles didn't know how to control that. Like, Doug Peterson doesn't know how to control that. Like, to make the right calls. and for Wentz to actually make good throws.
I know. I mean, so who's to blame though? Who's to blame? Or, this is a high take. This isn't a high take I'm taking, but are the Washington football team, are they real? Are they real? Are they good?
No.
I don't think so either. I think it's a weak
That was a dumb take you had right there.
It wasn't a take. I was just asking. It was a question. See, Washington was due for a win against Philly. I mean, Wentz. This was Wentz's
point, yeah.
Yeah, this was Wentz's first career loss to Washington. He was 5-0 against them, and then 2 seasons ago, Nick Foles beat them in Week 17 to go to the playoffs after he tied Phillip Rivers' consecutive completion record. So that's it. So, all right, here you go. Who's to blame? I got a couple options for you. You got to pick one. Tell me who's to blame for the loss, and then we can move on. Wentz, offensive line, running back, Howie Roseman in the front office, Doug Peterson, or Eagles defense. Who you got?
I don't know. I can't pick one. It's like a lot of it. But I don't know. The O-line really kind of messed everything up for us.
All right. That's what I'm thinking too. I think it needs work. I think that, let's see, Johnson coming back, that'll really open up the run game. And Sanders, of course, I mean, product out of Penn State. Gotta love him. Stayed in the state. So that's what it is. Giants, Steelers. It's what I expected. Danny Dimes.
Steelers were going to win from the start.
I knew that. I mean, Big Ben had more rushing yards than Saquon. That's not a joke. That's the fact.
I know.
It is kind of funny. I mean,
it's funny to hear.
There's not even much here for me to discuss. It's what I expected. Danny Dimes still deserves the name. He still dropped a few nice passes. Darius Slayton got it into the Evan Ingram a few times, but Steelers just better coach, better roster, better team. I'm going to say it was nice to see Big Ben back on the field after the shit show that Steelers were last season with Devlin Hodges and Mason Rudolph.
Juju looks really good too.
Juju?
Yeah. Two receptions? TDs? 2 DDs?
I watched a lot of football last night, mixed in with some curling, of course. I mean, gotta watch all the sports that are on. But yeah, curling got intense too. Just mixing that in with my Monday Night Football last night. I will say it was nice not having to listen to Booger McFarland after last season of him.
I won't lie. You know what made me really mad? And I'm sure it made a lot of other people really mad too.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth. Him commentating Thursday Night Football, I think, was it?
Yeah, I thought Fox was supposed to have Thursday nights. I thought Fox was supposed to have Thursday nights.
I don't know, but I was I was so happy. It was my birthday that day, and I was like, let's go, football. Then I had to listen to him.
I know. Oh, dude, it was...
And he was saying dumb stuff.
I was watching Notre Dame versus Duke, another ACC matchup. Weird hearing that Notre Dame is in the ACC, of course, after being independent, but it's what they had to do with COVID and their adjusted schedule. But Jack Collinsworth, Chris Collinsworth's son, was commentating that game, was doing the play-by-play. And
Wait,
oh my
what?
God, they sound the exact same, both jackasses. And it sucked.
Wait, isn't that kid probably 15?
No, he's probably 28 maybe. He's a grown 28? Man.
Damn.
He's on ESPN a lot. He's on NFL Live. He's 23. No way, that's right. It's saying he's 23.
I told you, bro. He's young.
No. Oh, that was a few years ago. He's he's 26 or some shit. Oh, wait.
Yo, don't curse.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
This is family friendly.
Oh yeah, of course. You gotta keep it family friendly. He actually was a Notre Dame grad. Interesting. And you know, Franklin's tuning in right now. Make fun of him real quick.
What up, man?
Dude, I don't know if he's on yet, but let's keep going. So let's get into it. Sunday night, we said this. Cowboys got robbed on that PI. Doesn't matter because they're the Cowboys. They suck. My takeaway: if McCarthy was a little more aggressive, they would have won. But
if it was Jason Garrett, they would have won for sure. Honestly, not even lying. Look, I firmly
gotta get that
believe
clap
that.
in there. Man,
Like,
that's the game plan. All right. NFC West. Let's get into it. Seahawks, Falcons. You see their social justice demonstration?
yeah,
They took a knee on the kickoff.
nice. That was
Yeah,
really nice.
if I were that returner, here's what I would have returned that thing 60 yards. I would have returned it 60 yards if I were the receiver. I'm all for social justice, but I mean, dude, you're trying to win in the NFL. You're returning that shit for 60 yards. Like, that's what I'm doing.
60 yards. Is it more than 60 yards?
Yeah, but like by then they would have like tackled him because they would have been pissed off. But like,
Nah, because then you're breaking the rules. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really messed up in the first place, but
I mean, dude, I'm taking that thing to the house then.
damn.
Staying in the NFC West, Cardinals, Niners. Look, I'm sorry, but look, the Niners aren't winning that. They're not even going to come close to repeating as NFC champions. They are right now. I mean, people forgot it already, but they're the reigning NFC champions.
It was the clout. It was the clout they had that made them feel good. So they play good. Look good, feel good, play good. That's all they had last year. It worked.
Yeah, I mean, but I will say the Cardinals won that 24-20. And if the Cardinals are the worst team in that division, the NFC should be the NFC right now should be put on notice. I mean, I think Kyler still growing. I think DeAndre Hopkins proved to be a good for him. I think that this division is the whole division is scary. I see 3 of them making the playoffs. Which ones? I don't know. Well, I mean, it's still week 1. We'll have to. I kind of want to make a pick, but I'm not ready to do that. I will say that Jimmy Garoppolo will never bring the 49ers a ring. He's a very expensive mistake. They really gave him a 5-year, $150 million contract after just not even a whole season on the team. I don't think that's a high take at all. I mean, that's what it is. He's an expensive mistake.
Sticking with him. I'm sticking with him.
You like Jimmy G?
I think he's a good QB. I think he's a good enough QB.
Good enough QB?
For that to work.
All right. NFC South. Bucs, Saints. The Bucs are still going to win this division. I'm sorry. If you like the Saints, the Bucs are going to win the division. Sorry if you like the Saints to win. Look, Breeze had his first game. He gets fatigued. His arm gets fatigued by week 8. He's 40. He's 41, and Brady's 43.
All right, Brady gets rattled though, bro. Whenever anyone's near him, he just sketches out and just throws it. He had so many weird throws that went nowhere. Because if he gets hit, he's done.
I just don't think that's the case. I mean, I think I see the Saints as a wild card team and Bucs winning the division.
I see Bucs as the wild card.
I mean, I don't know. I like the acquisition of Fournette that they got the other week. I mean, people are saying Brady's done. Brady's a system quarterback. Yeah, are you on?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right. Sorry about that. Anyone listening?
There's a hurricane.
We had an issue with Zoom. Of course, we know in Miami it's peak hurricane season, so it's going to happen every now and then.
Oh, did you little quick note, did you see the bear on our campus? We had a black bear roaming our campus. last night. Pretty sick. Back to you.
You the black bear?
Yeah.
All right. Looks like. All right, we are back. I just got that confirmed. Thank you for letting me know, members at 12 Ounce Sports. Let's get back to it. All right. All right, dude. All right, can we say Panthers Raiders real quick? Why did Aguilar catch the ball? Why could Aguilar catch a ball? 23-yard reception. Do you see sustained success through the season with Aguilar, or is this
No.
no faith?
What was it? No. I mean, like, look at him. He like does that sometimes.
It was nice. I mean, it was perfectly placed. All right. I mean, I don't think much is coming out of the NFC. I mean, we already talked about the Falcons, Seahawks. Let's keep going. Lions, Bears. Do you think Trubisky's making a run? Do you think Trubisky's got something?
Trubisky's not making. Well, let me look at who they're playing.
3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Does that mean anything?
All right.
Does that mean anything?
Well, I mean, he was already driving down the one time. So then when he finally got there, he threw a touchdown in the fourth quarter in the very beginning.
I know.
And then he scored 2 more, which is believable. But that's like pretty good. He just went on a really late run.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to say DeAndre Swift should have caught that ball in the end zone. I don't read too much. Oh, yeah,
for sure.
This win means nothing to me from the Bears. I think Trubisky will be benched and Foles will be in before their Week 11 bye easily, I think.
Yeah, they got the Giants. I actually think that's a dub for them.
They can beat the Giants.
I think they can beat the Falcons. I think they might be able to beat the Colts. Might. No, they're going to lose against the Buccaneers. Play the Panthers again. Yeah, once they play the Panthers again, it just gets super hard for them.
Yeah. How long do you think Trubisky's benched, or do you think he's got it all 16 weeks? All 16 games?
He's going out at like week 11 or 12.
So on their bye, you think they'll install
yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's about the week he starts getting good anyway, so.
Sure.
All right. Packers, Vikings. Vikings lost. They cleaned it up in the second half offensively. I still think the Vikings got this division, but I was impressed with the Packers. I will say that. I think I'm still taking the Vikings, though. Who do you got coming out of this division?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we have a special guest.
Oh, is Seth here?
Seth is here.
All right. We're welcoming Seth to the show, another passionate sports fan in college. He goes to Penn State. Welcome to the show.
He's more.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, anytime, any Tuesday, 4 to 5.
Shut up, Seth. Why you have that money? You pimping?
No, I just went to get a haircut. Didn't know how much it was going to be.
Haircut.
No, yeah.
Rocket sports.
Yeah. Got anything to share about sports?
Did you already tell them what I said?
Oh.
Okay. I think the Eagles should just not play Carson Wentz this week. With their Aaron Donald destroy him.
You know, I like that take. Would you want Sudfeld or would you want Jalen Hurts? I mean, Jalen Hurts is inactive.
I don't want to see what Hurts does.
Kind of, but I also want to just throw Sudfeld back there.
Sudfeld honestly just looks like.
I think he is developed, dude. Did you see he's got like some lettuce going?
No, he looks like Nick Foles.
I know, it's so weird. So weird.
I think Sudfeld is a good QB too.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. I mean, Any more hot takes like that? Like
That's my only one for this week.
that's it. I mean, I
Yeah.
like it.
What, you're out now?
I didn't expect I was going to be a guest on the show.
Oh,
I'm trying to feed you these hot takes. Help you out.
Oh.
why would you not want to be on the show though?
Not that I didn't want to. I just thought it was you two guys.
I mean, it's really just kids sitting in our dorm.
You broke my heart. Just get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Just leave the room.
I'm sorry.
All right, thanks Seth for joining the show. Back to your host, Tim Novak and Benny G here.
Ooh, Benny G.
Benny G is back, you know it. I mean, we just plowed through the whole NFC. We're halfway through the show. Let's get through the AFC. Let's bang it out quickly, and you want to get on some soccer after that?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. AFC East, Pats Dolphins. Pats win, of course, with Cam. I think it's a lot weirder seeing Cam Newton in a Patriots jersey than I do think it's. I think it's less weird seeing Brady in a Bucs jersey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cam looks like he's meant for it though.
I like it.
Like it
I
kind of
was,
looks like he kind of looks like a Terminator. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what-
I think I wasn't sure what to expect, and I liked what I saw. I liked what I saw from him. I think it's going to be a fun season to watch. I don't know if it'll be best football, but it will be fun football to watch. Bills, Jets. Bills got this division. Adam Gase is the worst coach in the NFL. That's really all I have to say. I still think Sam Darnold will emerge with Joe Flacco behind him. But until then, the Bills got this under control.
Yo, Josh Allen was going off too.
Yeah, I mean he was.
He went what? 33 for 46, 312 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he ran for 57 yards rushing.
Yeah. No, I mean if you have him on fantasy, you're lucky. I mean, he's the way to go. Bills are going to win the division. All right, let's just plow through these. AFC North, Ravens, Browns. Ravens are going to have a three-peat of that division.
Yeah.
They're going to win 12 games minimum. Steelers, Giants, we discussed. Bengals, Chargers. Should Burrow have pulled an Eli Manning? Should he have requested a trade before he played a snap of Bengals football?
Yes.
Yes? You think so?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
I thought so too, but I will say I was impressed with his performance. I think Tua was the better quarterback in that first round of those first two quarterbacks selected. Have yet to see Tua play in the NFL, but Burrow exceeded my expectations for sure. The fact that they couldn't win that game, they lost 16-13. I mean, that's the Bengals for you. It's what you get. AFC West, Titans, Broncos. What did I say last week? I said I like Drew Lock, but I had the Titans winning this game, I think. Monday night. Both defenses were dominant. Clowney proved to be a good acquisition. What?
Titans should have been up way more if Gostkowski.
Gostkowski, yep. But he missed three.
Missed like 3 field.
Missed three, but it came in clutch at the end. I mean, they shouldn't have been in that position at all, but it's what it is. Drew Lock I think we know he's good. I mean, not the W that they wanted, but it's what they got, and they're going to be carried by their defense. Even with Von Miller gone, they were able to. They each held each other under 20 points, so that's kind of what it is. And then lastly, Chiefs Texans.
I mean,
No surprise that we see an immediate decline in the passing game after getting rid of DeAndre Hopkins. But David Johnson, he gave some value.
He did pretty well.
Yeah. And then the Chiefs, of course, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they're another 11 11 plus team, 11 plus win team. That's how it's going. What else do you think you want to be discussing right now? We went over Big Ten. Will be announcing later tonight what their decision was after voting on Sunday what to do with their season.
Yeah.
But what other topics in sports, Tim? Really anything that you want to get into? I know we discussed a bit earlier what you were watching over the weekend. Of course, a lot of NFL. But what do you think is there?
We started up back in England, and now we got the Carabao Cup, and that's pretty dumb until about like the quarterfinals, because that's like a bunch of teams in England.
Yeah.
But let me pull up this Premier League. So it started on Saturday. Arsenal won, but like that doesn't mean anything because Arsenal is not going to do anything ever. And the fan favorites this year, Leeds United, they got promotion from the champions, the league below, and they challenged Liverpool. They lost 4-3, but what a match!
Of course.
And Tottenham lost, as usual.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are their COVID protocols? Do you know anything about that? I mean, how are people testing in that? I mean, it was impressive to see that the NFL this past weekend had 0 positive cases. Their team all had individual rules, largely regarding what they could do if they could even leave the hotel. Some players could face fines up to $50,000 for whether they call it conduct detrimental to the team, even if they stepped a single foot outside the hotel room. I mean, do you know what these soccer players are facing?
Well, obviously, if they get it and then give it to other people, they're going to have consequences. But it's a different country, so COVID is affecting them differently. I know in Australia, I see videos of people, and like, not a lot of people wear masks. It might not be a problem where like he's at,
Yeah, of
or
course.
some people are at.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, our delayed response was definitely something we should have hopped on sooner. I mean, it is what it is. We're starting to see a decline as fall starts. I mean, that'll be interesting to see what's going on down here in Miami. Of course, I mean, we're just pushing our curfew back, the county-wide curfew, to 11 o'clock, which was previously 10, as we see cases just getting under about like 2,000 a day, which is kind of crazy for the state. I really want to know what this Big Ten decision is. We discussed it already, but awaiting that. What do you think about the Nuggets?
I forgot that's on tonight.
Game 7, series tied with the Clippers.
Dude, I think I don't know. The Clippers are good, but
if the
like,
Nuggets win, here's what I'll say: congratulations, LeBron James. You've won another championship. He will win the NBA championship if the Nuggets win.
fuck you mean, bro?
If the Nuggets win,
The Nuggets are my team.
if the Nuggets win, LeBron James will have another ring.
No, not a chance. The Lakers were a wreck. Honestly, if there's something to do, if you get against the Lakers, just injure Rondo. Rondo is having a hell of a game. Or had a hell of a games when he's back. And then they suck when he's gone.
Look, they're not getting this far in a bubble. Weirdest season in sports history. And they're LeBron's on a mission. The league wants him to win. I mean, can we say it's fixed yet? I mean, probably.
No way. Nuggets all the way.
All right. Well,
That's my bold take. That's my high take.
Nuggets all the way.
That's my high take.
NBA or Western Conference?
NBA.
If that happens, oh my, you know,
I mean, it could either end tonight or it could happen. I'm just saying.
see, here's what's going to happen if the Nuggets win. If the Nuggets win,
Tyler Hero, Finals MVP.
Oh, my
yeah,
roommate
I heard
wants to
that.
say.
So Seth is saying Tyler Hero Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That's next level. That's
That's
next
a
level.
really bold take by him.
I mean,
Yeah.
That man is wet.
you know, I will take the Heat over the Celtics with the Eastern Conference Finals starting tonight.
I will too. You're looking good.
But
Honestly, I still like Jimmy Buckets.
oh, I know, I can't.
I don't
like him.
hate him at all. His work ethic is so good.
I know. I don't like him because he left. He kind of held the team together, and but
My only question though is like, how is Udonis Haslam still there? He's literally been there for like 20-something years. I swear, he's an old motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean,
If he wins that, he'll
retire.
no, he won't. He'll try to win another one.
Bro, it's not close.
He's 40 years old, and he's still playing.
I mean, hey, game respects game. Yeah, no. If the Nuggets win this game, Tim, no, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
The Nuggets are gonna win, 100%.
It's
That's not even a high take. The high take is that they're gonna win the championship.
all right. All right, let's get into it. Which college games did you say you watched this weekend?
With football,
Yeah.
I was kind of watching the Louisiana Iowa State game, and before I even started watching it, I saw that Iowa State was ranked, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is a joke. Like, this doesn't matter. And then Louisiana won, and now Louisiana is 19th in the country. That doesn't make sense, bro. And you're saying your school's what?
Miami
16?
17. Miami 17.
17? Yeah, bro. I don't care if anyone beats Iowa State and jumps to 19.
Dude, ACC is the second most teams in the top AP top 25.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, Clemson. We already know they're going to just plow through the season. I mean, their toughest matchup is Notre Dame, and it's Notre Dame. Come on.
Not if we come back. There's gonna be a
But-
championship.
No, I think SEC and SEC and Big 12 are looking interesting. I think SEC they're gonna have two teams in the playoffs. I think Florida finally gets it done, gets their first playoff appearance. Do you see them as a top 4 team?
Which team?
Florida, UF, Gators.
Yeah. I would have seen them as a top 25 team in the regular season. But now I definitely see them in the top 12.
I mean, they're ranked 5th now. I think they finished last season 8th or 9th. I don't recall. They're kind of like a Penn State. They're pretty similar, like a Penn State in the program. I will say that they can never they can't make it. I don't know what it is. Similar fan base in the middle of Buffalo, nowhere in the middle of their state. I mean, you ever been to Gainesville?
No one wants to be from Gainesville or live in Gainesville because it's fucking Gainesville.
Yeah, it's kind of like Happy Valley in that way.
No.
But
There's
once
a
you're
reason
there-
it's called Happy Valley.
once you're there, you're chilling. No,
Yeah, but it's weird though how my school is probably the best at sports overall out of any school.
Yeah, because they're a basketball school too.
We are a fucking basketball school. Like we're top 25 in like 10 different sports.
Dude, you know what it is? It's that grilled chicken thigh halal. Just carries those athletes.
Well, you know what we figured out?
What did you figure out?
It actually supports dietary nutrition.
It does, dude. Chicken.
No, it's like the way it's cooked for like certain group of people. I forget what it is. Muslim people.
Well, yeah, dude. It's like halal is like it's like kosher. I think.
Yeah.
With Muslims, I learned that with shout out teacher Brian.
Yeah.
Another UF graduate. Who do you see coming out of SEC East? Georgia, Florida. Who you got? All right, looks like we're having some issues with Zoom, of course.
All right, I was looking at lights. Yeah.
Georgia or Florida? Who's coming out of the SEC East?
Who?
Who's coming out of the SEC East? Do you see Georgia or Florida making the college football playoffs?
Georgia. Georgia for the win, always.
Even with the absence, the departure of Jake Fromm?
Yeah, I don't care. They definitely have another QB that's good.
Dude,
Georgia's always good.
You know that weird ass kicker with like the goggles?
Yeah, I
He's
hate
finally
him.
gone. I swear he was on the team for like 20
Dude,
years.
he was on the team for like 8 years.
He's gone. He's with the Colts now, I think. They picked him up late in the season. Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's something
You're
crazy.
so ass, bro.
No. That's the story. Yeah, it's very interesting that that's how it worked out.
You know what I'm actually mad about, though?
What?
I haven't seen badminton in a really long time.
Really?
No, have you?
No, I mean the most recent niche sport I've watched. I mean, I mixed curling in with my Monday Night Football last night. That was kind of it. Cornhole, I need to get back into the ACL American Cornhole League. I was following that pretty closely last season, but haven't had the time to fit that one into my schedule. I'd certainly like to. Badminton, like when are you watching that? Like how often do you watch that? Because those athletes, I mean, they put a lot of conditioning in. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I used to play badminton, so I know for sure. I mean, you gotta do drills. You gotta do jumping drills, and then if you have bad hand-eye coordination, though, it's so much harder.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think, looking forward to guests? I know college basketball is one I like to watch. So, what if, looking forward to next week's show or the week after, getting a guest like Frank Kepnang, the 22nd ranked senior in the nation, on the show? Do you think that'll be fun? Would you like to join in that conversation, Tim, or would you like me to?
Yeah, we can do something like that.
All right, so
we should get John Bull.
Oh, of course. So stay tuned for next week's and later down the road. We're working on getting some good guests for you. We got a lot of basketball connections. Cam Reddish maybe. I mean, got to pull some strings if we want an NBA player on here, but we can definitely find some Division I college level elite athletes, particularly in basketball. I think that'd be very interesting. Maybe possibly, I don't know if Tim would look too favorably upon this, but maybe we could get some ultimate players on here, some ultimate frisbee players on here. You want to give some background, Tim?
So, what do you want to know? Ben and I play frisbee a lot. I got really into can jam. Really good sport, actually.
Oh,
And,
I was watching Spike Ball the other week.
Spike ball is big around here.
If you want to see
There's
some competition, watch Spike Ball.
Dude,
That's a
I know.
sport. That's a sport that's on the rise. I'm telling you. There's gonna be some. That's like the next esports. People are gonna be building arenas for that. Bocce ball. I know that you play bocce ball on the intramural team, and that's a very quality sport. Reminds me a little bit of golf. Now, have you had any bocce ball matches at the college level yet, Tim?
No, I have not because all the intramural things are currently shut down. But they're coming back, and I'll find it for sure.
Understandable for sure. I'm not currently on any of my intramural teams or club teams, but always getting involved in the sports community, running a lot, like I do. That's not really a sport unless you want to talk about like Usain Bolt. But I'm not that.
All right. Question of the day.
Yeah.
What's harder? Oh, we should get someone to play softball in here. Baseball or softball?
Baseball or softball? Which one's harder?
Yeah, what's harder? I think. What do you think? man?
Defense or offense?
Defense wins matches.
Dude, we already know that baseball's harder.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm saying a good defense is the best offense.
I mean,
Good
yeah.
offense. A good offense is a shitty ass defense.
Yeah. Nah. Interesting
Oh.
for sure, I'd say.
Do you want to know something even more interesting?
Let's hear it.
So in the realm of working out, right? So I was like in my house before I came here, right? I was sitting thinking down, and I'm like, dang, the Wii was the best gaming console ever
Oh, that
invented.
Made my childhood.
Hands down.
Wii Sports. Dude,
Hands down. And you want me to? I'll tell you why, bro.
I was undefeated in boxing in Wii Sports. Undefeated.
All right, I love all the other gaming stuff, right? But all it was sitting and moving your hands, right? But the Wii, you were like jumping and doing stuff and getting active.
Around.
In the age where kids were starting to go inside for video games and stuff and becoming less active, the Wii kind of made kids active. That's why I think it's the best video game. Because it filled a gap for like 3 years.
It did, I'd say. The Gen Z kids, for sure. So,
And Wii Sports was crazy.
of course, or like the Wii Olympics games.
Oh, yeah. Sonic Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Winter.
Yeah. That one, like, if you had that one, you were elite. I
That
can
was
say that I
bang.
was elite too. So
I had it too, bro. I think. Did you have the summer one at one point?
I think so. I think I did like swimming in that shit. I was like,
Yeah, bro.
with the Wii controller swimming.
Anyways, my point is, it gets people active, and that kind of goes with esports. So
I mean, nah, dude, Drake owns like a big stake in an esports team. You see
Drake
that?
does.
Drake. Yeah.
You know what's
it's one of
funny?
his, like best investments. Which is weird. But, like, it is what it is. What's funny?
I didn't think of actually Drake. I thought of Drake Bell when you said that.
Drake Bell.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I forget. I was talking about him the other day. I forget why.
For what reason?
I don't know. It came up in conversation. It was weird. It wasn't. Yeah, but Olympics coming back next summer. Of course, they were postponed. I believe they were supposed to be in Japan this past summer, but they'll be next summer, starting in July.
You saw the logo?
2021. No.
You didn't see the logo for the Olympics?
Oh, weren't
Tokyo
they like
Olympics?
social distance or something?
No, bro. It was
Which
like,
logo?
oh no, it was too perfect. Let me send this to you.
Wow. I feel like I might have seen it, but I'm not sure.
You definitely have seen it. It's crazy. It involves the flag too.
I'm very intrigued now. I mean,
All right, look at your Snapchat.
yeah, of course. Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing this. So, describe for the listeners. There's two twos that would make up the blue and black's ring, and the red ring is a full red circle showing the rising sun of the Japanese flag, and then you just see the other two yellow and green circles like the original Olympic logo. So, that's what it is. I'd say this was a good second show of high takes. We're still getting used to it. Still fine tuning our insights on sports. Not as many high takes today as I wanted, but we're still working on it. Tim, any final high takes?
Honestly,
You got one?
I think Everton is going to do like top 4 in the Prem this year. Mark me awards. Top 4.
Top 4?
Yeah. Everton.
All right, you heard it here first. Probably not, maybe second, but you heard it here. Top 4. I'd say I don't have any more hot takes for the day. Looking forward to getting back to watching Eastern Conference Finals tonight and the last game of the Western Conference semifinals. Game 7 between the Nuggets and the Clippers. Show's getting better. We're working on it. Luckily, and hopefully we'll have some guests on next week, particularly in the college basketball realm, discussing that, getting their season ready in the coming months. But this has been High Takes, live from the University of Miami on the Coral Gables campus and State College, Pennsylvania, at the Pennsylvania State University. Thanks for listening.